Hello, Stars Party, bringing you the first episode of Budget Ice Barrier Versus, and today it's versus Subterror. Without further ado, let's get into the game. So our opponent's going first, which is pretty bad for us, because our deck really wants to go first. They're going to activate Hidden City flipping up Guru. We're going to effect failure with the Guru. They're just going to have to set a few and pass, or set their whole hand. So we're going to be able to normal summon the Master of the Ice Barrier. They're going to keep us off Synchros, which kind of stinks. We're going to then be able to use the Ice Barrier thing to go into the prior of the Ice Barrier, going to Halka Fibrax, and go into a Fishborg Launcer off of it. If I'd been thinking better, I probably would have set this up in a way that I could have been able to go into the Dragite, which would have been extremely helpful in this matchup. I should have left the level 2 on the field and not gone into any of these extra plays. But there they're able to use the thing to clear the Coral and MMA. Going to link off for another Coral and enemy. Going for Prior, which we should have been able to synchro off into Dragite here, but they saw him strike that. If I'd done it in the previous turn, it would have actually worked. So they're going to attack over the enemy, and at this point I just see the writing on the wall, and I'm going to try summoning back some stuff, but there's nothing left in the extra deck that I can really go into from here, so that's just game 1. Back with game 2, and our hand's actually pretty good. So we're going to be able to start off by normal summoning Deep Sea Diva, and they hit the Ice Barrier Lizard onto the field, then able to go into the level 2. We're now locked into only level 2 and lower monsters, but it doesn't really matter because we can now go into Halka Fibrax, which goes into the Desert Lotus. Desert Lotus going to snipe out a copy of Ice Dragon's Prison, not very good. But we're going to be able to Dragite the evenly matched, and yeah, they're just going to have to set 3 and pass. They're going to Subterror Final Battle. I'm going to snipe that. They're going to flip their Guru anyway, because that's how that works. But I'm going to be able to Ghost over it at this point, so I know they have Fiendus in hand. I just have to be able to play around that. So I'm going to go into an enemy, and well, that kind of stinks. But I'm able to just set 1 and pass. They're going to activate the Ice Dragon's Prison, taking back my copy of the Locust for some reason. So they're going to activate Extravagance.
Welcome everybody, we should be live.
The other card in hand was Venus at the time. They're going to change Venus
Judgment
into
Gaming's
Venus.
Speed Duel.
Going to negate the effect on the stack so it can't revive anything. Going to tag out the Ice Barrier for the good one, and they're going to scoop it up because they know I have game from here. Here we are with game 3, and our hand looks pretty good with the exception of drawing the Spiritual Art Trap, but aside from that, it's looking good. Our opponent's hand, on the other hand, is pretty bad. They set 5 and pass. No starters whatsoever. I, on the other hand, open 2. So they let the 1-for-1 resolve, and then they scoop it up from here. So I had several ways to continue my play line, whereas the only way they could actually disrupt me is through the Solemn Judgment and the Dogmatic of Punishment. Because even if they activate Anti-Spell, I could Cosmic it. So I could at least get some threat on the board, and after looking at the top deck of what they would have pulled, they wouldn't have been able to do anything. I definitely had game from here.